Hey guys, it's Lewis here for Ask Your Osteo, and today I'm going to be talking about neck pain, primarily nerve pain in the neck that travels down into the hand. You get a little bit of numbness and tingling in the hands and fingers. I'm just going to be showing you some basic anatomy to understand what's going on, and then I'm going to be showing you some exercises so you can lessen the symptoms during this isolation. So yeah, here is the anatomy. Okay, awesome. Looking at the anatomy, this is a skeleton, obviously, of the neck. Firstly, I'm going to add in some nerves. All right, so these guys are what you feel, I guess. And I just want to point out that they're coming out of the spine there in the neck and going down on the inside of this arm below the collarbone there and right next to the rib cage. I want you to remember that. And I also want you to notice these guys up here. I'll highlight them, and so they're going to be in the trap muscle and they can cause a lot of pain in the neck as well. All right, so now I'm going to add some arteries, and I'll go through the arteries first. So the arteries, look how close they are to the nerves there. If the arteries aren't working effectively, if something's going on there, they're going to affect the nerves and you're going to feel pain as well. With pinched nerves as well, if you get weakness in the arm, sometimes it's not due to the nerve, sometimes it is due to occlusion of that artery. So that can be another factor. Just want you to note the path that's taking out of the top of the ribcage there, underneath the clavicular, and then at the clavicle, and down the inside of the arm there. And I'm going to add the lymphatics now. Okay, so the lymphatics take waste away from these areas. So if the lymphatics aren't working effectively, then the waste builds up there and the tissue changes, and that can also affect the blood flow and the nerves as well. So that can cause you pain. I just want to show you just the proximity of these guys. Everyone is super close in there, and as well here in the neck, again, everything is super close. So now I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, and now I'm going to add in the muscles. So there's a couple of layers here. Okay, beautiful. I'm just going to hide some so you can see. Firstly, in here, I want you to check out just above the clavicle there where all those vessels are. So that's going to be a really important spot. Now I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hide this pec and I'm going to hide this delt. Hide the delt. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're looking again underneath, or on the inside of that arm and that shoulder, and just underneath the clavicle there. So I just want you to check out everything, how close it is. And this muscle here, see this muscle, the pec minor, how if that muscle is super tight, it can affect those vessels underneath. Beautiful. That's all I wanted to show you. And now we're going to go back to the trap. See these nerves in the trap up here? They can cause a lot of pain. That can be a really painful area, especially with desk posture and especially during this isolation with the amount of TV we're watching, the amount of work we're doing on the computer. So I just want you to take a look at this trap. The important thing is the shape. It's a crazy shape. It's actually really nice. But look at all the different lines of pull. We're going to be talking about this later when I show you some stretches for this guy. But yeah, I think that's it in terms of anatomy. And back to me now. Okay, now to get to some of the exercises I have planned to show you. So looking at the anatomy, we saw the lymphatic vessels, we saw all the important stuff just above, below the clavicle, going down to the arm here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you some techniques to drain those green vessels in the neck and in the shoulder, which will hopefully take that waste away and help those nerves not cause pain. So important when we're looking here is we get the side of the head and we saw like an accumulation of those vessels in this area and around the temples and the ears. So it's important you're going to get 2-3 fingers, whichever you prefer, and just give it a nice little rub. And we're not going too firmly, we don't want to hurt ourselves, but we also do want to make a difference. So it's not going to be super, super light. Just drag the skin around. It can actually feel quite relaxing. And you can do this lying down, sitting, standing, whatever you like. And we're just going to rub down. We're going to follow this muscle here called the SCM, which we also saw on the video. There's quite a lot of vessels underneath that. So we're just going to grab it there and then give it a little tug like this. And I'm going to follow that all the way down here And another nice technique is to just go on the clavicle here and just rub above the clavicle. Really get in there, just give it a nice little rub. There you go. And just below the clavicle here. Beautiful. Okay, now we talked about that muscle right in here called the pec minor. Now to find that muscle, we just come on the clavicle, come down a little bit, just really dig your hands into this area. And I just want you to dig your fingers into there quite hard. This one can go quite hard. And just give your arm a little twirl like this. We're just trying to loosen that muscle a bit. This putting pressure here might cause some of the symptoms in the hand. That's actually a good sign. That means it's this that's actually causing the pain. Beautiful. So just like that. And you can go back and forward like this as well. And that's just a really nice stretch for the area. Beautiful. Okay, now the trap. So again, I'll just start to get my hair out of the way. Coming down here with the trap, a good way is to grab your hand, sit on it, grab this hand, side of your head here, and just pull to that side. There you go. And because what we talked about with the different lines of pull in the trap, you can bring your head more forward and pull it forward more, and you just get a slightly different angle on that trap there. So forward, yeah, just play with it a little bit. Play with your head position and just pull till you feel the stretch, and then hold it there for 20-30 seconds. And yeah, and make sure you do both sides as well. So sit on the hand, and the reason you're sitting on the hand is just to stop the shoulder from coming up when you bend to the side. Yeah, so just as simple as that. Okay, now I want to do a few strengthening exercises just to get you prepared and stop this from happening again. Because osteopathically, we want to relieve the pain, but we also want to give you exercises to stop this from happening again. The major reason why this is probably happening is because you have got a bit of a forward posture. Just turn to the side. So, you know, with a lot of desk work, a lot of computer work, your shoulders do come forward and your neck comes forward as well. I know I'm guilty of it, and probably most of you are as well. So an important technique or exercise, I'll probably do it on the side again, sorry, is just to tuck that chin like that. A little exercise like this. You're pretty much just giving yourself double chin. And you can do this against the wall or lying down, because we don't want your whole head to go back like this. Just your chin. Just tuck your chin under like that. That's it. Okay. One more I want to show you is just a shoulder, nice shoulder blade retraction. So again, to stop ourselves from coming forward like this with our arms, our shoulder blades, we want to squeeze those muscles in between our shoulder blades to bring them together. So just put your arms up like this and imagine that someone had their hand in between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze it shut. So it's just, actually it feels really nice. Just like that. Awesome. And I think with those few exercises, a bit of education about the anatomy, that you'll be in really good stead to come out of this isolation with less pain than you went in. Thank you.